Today we're taking a look at one of my best armies for the Beast Man Leader HOGGER. But before that, I do want to give a huge thank you to Blizzard for sponsoring this video. Now, starting with the leader HOGGER himself, we are rocking the talent Ham Hawk. This talent increases the max health of HOGGER by 10% every time he is played. Now, if you didn't know, HOGGER has a special mechanic where every time you play it, his movement speed and his attack speed increases by 35%. So obviously it incentivizes cycling more HOGGERs as many times as you can, which perfectly synergizes with this ability, increasing his health as well, basically making him a much tankier unit in the process. Now, if I didn't have Ham Hawk, I would say Spoiled Meat, the poison effect, would be the second best talent. However, I would definitely prioritize getting Ham Hawk first, because once you have that first talent slot unlocked, you need to unlock the second one before you're able to get Ham Hawk. So definitely I would suggest going for Ham Hawk first. Now, in terms of the troops in this army, in the first slot, we have the Vultures. This is a 1 gold cost flying unit, so very, very cheap. Obviously, with this entire deck, we're trying to optimize for a low average gold cost because we want to cycle HOGGER as many times as we can to increase his attack speed, his movement speed, and his health. So by having lower gold cost troops, it allows us to do that much faster. So with the Vultures, we have the talent Feeding Frenzy. Now, if you didn't know, with Vultures, every time they destroy a unit, they will spawn an additional Vulture. So I believe it starts out with 2 Vultures, and then once they destroy a unit, you can see right here, another Vulture will go in, and then one more, so on and so forth. So with this talent Feeding Frenzy, every time that happens, the entire flock also gains Bloodlust, which increases their attack speed as well. So basically, you're going to start attacking a lot faster, you're going to be spawning in more Vultures, and just becoming a stronger swarm altogether. So I definitely think Feeding Frenzy is the stronger of the talents. However, honestly, you can't really go wrong with any of these options. Tendon Rip is decent as well, so is Migration, but I think Feeding Frenzy is the strongest of the 3. Now, in terms of the second slot, here we have the spell Polymorph. We ended up getting the talent Exploding Sheep, which causes these sheep to explode, dealing damage to nearby enemies while they are polymorphed, which is decent. However, the best option by far is Golden Fleece, where one sheep becomes a golden sheep, and then once you destroy it, it gives you an additional gold. And the reason that's powerful is it gives you more gold to cycle more troops, which then increases your HOGGER's power. So once I'm able to, I will unlock the Golden Fleece talent once we get enough stars and upgrade our polymorph. But for now, we are using the Exploding Sheep, which is okay, just not really best in slot. Now, for the third troop here, we have the Defiance Bandits. Once again, a powerful cycle troop, only 1 gold cost. They are just really, really effective with the stealth and the ambush ability. However, for the talent, we are rocking the talent Pick Lock, which allows the bandits to grant you an additional 2 gold whenever they unlock a chest, which already give you 2 gold, making it 4 gold total for a 1 gold cost troop, which is very, very strong, allowing you to cycle more HOGGERs. Now, for the talent, if you are playing a map that has no chest, I would suggest using the talent Deadly Poison instead. Basically, just grants a poison mechanic to their attack, making them deal a bit more damage. I would only really use that on maps where you can't really get to the chest easily, or there's just no chest overall. Now, for the 4th slot here, we have the Flying Unit Chimera. This is a more expensive unit at 5 gold. However, we need a bit of splash damage in this army. We only really have single target DPS, so having the Chimera in there gives us some splash options. Also, it's a little bit of a tankier unit. Obviously, the Chimera itself doesn't have a whole lot of HP compared to other tanky units. However, in this particular army, compared to the rest of our options, it is a little bit beefier compared to things like the Defiance Bandits, the Vultures, the Harpies. So it just kind of gives you one more option to tank that damage. Now, in terms of talents, we are rocking the talent Corrosive Breath, which deals double damage with the Poison Breath. In my opinion, that is the strongest of the option. You also have the Frost Shock or the Leviathan, which I would say are both equally as good as secondary options, if that makes sense. But I would definitely recommend going in with the Corrosive Breath if you are looking to optimize your first talent slot. Now, in the 4th slot, we have the Harpies. This is a very common troop in a lot of my armies. It's just very effective for only 3 gold cost. We have the talent Infectious Swipes, which increases the damage output of the Harpies by granting them poison on their attack, and they already deal a ton of damage as it is, so dealing even more with that poison is very, very valuable. Now, in our final slot here, we have the Unbound unit, the Quillbore, which is just overall very effective in almost any army. You can place it anywhere on the map, spawns in, is a decently healthy tank, and gives you some good distraction options because a lot of these units here are lower health, like the vultures, the harpies, and the defies bandits. It allows us to go in at the last moment to distract an enemy splash damage attacker. So if they have a pyromancer, a flamewalker, or an ogre mage, you can go in there with the quillbore, distract it to a different angle so the splash damage attack doesn't also hit your lower health units. Same thing with towers, you can use that in the same scenario. And overall, just a very effective 2 gold cost cycle troop. Now, in terms of talents here, we are rocking the talent Bristleback, which deals a small amount of damage to melee attackers. That's an okay talent, but by far the best in slot talent is Bramble Burst. However, I didn't unlock that one first, so we have to wait before we can unlock the epic talent slot before we can get that one. So I'm saying I'm using the second best option right now for the talents. However, once we have the Bramble Burst unlocked, we will go ahead and throw that in there instead. So let's jump into a quick dungeon with this Hogger to see how we can do with our cycle army. Your minis will be costing 4 or 5 gold. Deploy the shield. Your beast minis deal more damage next to your leader. I want to go in with the shield because Hogger is one of my primary units and we're incentivized to cycle it more. I think having that shield will just make it even more effective. Now, honestly, the extra DPS is not a bad option by any means. I just don't know how often I'll have units next to the Hogger to actually capitalize on the additional DPS. So I want to go in here with some harpies, and then I think what I want to do, once those murlocs lock on, we're going to go vultures here. Oh, they won't even lock on. But we're going to go vultures here. They should spawn out and get some additional vultures with the bloodlust because of the ability that I mentioned earlier. And then I think we can go in, pull these bandits out of hiding, which allows the vultures to destroy them. Then we can start going some more Hoggers here left side with a cobalt for that gold vein. And then I think we need some defense here. So what I want to do right now is likely a Chimera by my tower. Once that bear gets within range, and then some bandits to go in from behind and destroy the riflemen, and some vultures here for this dude. Defend that tower. We got some units on his boss right now. We can go one more Hogger here with another cobalt for the gold vein, and now he's got additional damage. You can see the shield or the relic helping out there. They go in and attack faster. They deal more damage, and we can polymorph this dude out. And then there we go. Boss goes down. Cool. So, as you can see, you're basically cycling the Hoggers, increasing his damage output with his attack speed, his movement speed, giving him more health. And then obviously we have the relic from the dungeon, increasing that shield as well. So let's go in and choose another relic here. Get the arc energy. Definitely need that to upgrade my troops. And let's go in here. We got the Band of Arcanist. Spells cost 1 less gold. Oh, we don't really need that. Millions gain lifesteal. Definitely want that one. It'll just make Hogger even stronger. He already has his shield now. He's already dealing more damage. Now he'll have a lifesteal effect as well. Cool. So this one here, we have 2 chests. So I want to go in. I'm going to go in with the Hogger right side with the cobalt for that gold vein. Because I'm trying to get to my Defies bandits for these chests here. He'll spawn in and basically get those chests. And then if fast enough... Ooh, it might not be fast enough here. No, that's Huntress. Okay, she stole my chest. That was not what I wanted. But if we go with a nice polymorph here, that will actually just deal a ton of... Okay, well... I had the lane on the wrong side. That's okay, though. I really wanted the bandits to get those chests there for the additional gold. But I kind of failed. But that's okay, because they will respawn. Next time, we can do better. All right. Come on. Yeah, the Vulture's going with the additional... Or the Harper's going with the poison effect. We got a Harpy that left side. Let's go in with a Vultures here. And then we might go in... Polymorph this Griffin Rider. Then we go Defies Bandits here. This time they should be able to get the chest. No problem this time. Cool. We get the additional gold there. That one on the right should spawn out here in a brief moment. There it is. The Hogger don't... Okay. Hogger. Hogger. It doesn't matter. We still win the dungeon. But I just wanted the extra gold. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted the extra gold there. All right, cool. So that dungeon level is complete. Let's go on to this next one. Get this relic. And get the arc energy as well. Mr. Koki, thank you for the victory. Go deploying on unlimited units on say Skeleton Mage. Minis taunt and deploy. Flying minis gain poison. They already have poison. The only one that doesn't have poison is the Vultures. So I'm going to go in with the Skeleton Mage because that'll just basically make the Quillbore even stronger, which he's already pretty strong. Oh, this is gonna be a tough one actually. This level has a difficult mechanic that might be tough for me to deal with actually. So basically, with this particular dungeon level, any unit that you use, let's polymorph these guys down. Come on, yes. Exploding polymorph, please. Explode. Boom. Any unit that you use that go onto those like glowing tiles, they can end up getting like multiplied and converted to the enemy army. So it just happened because his kobold walked on that tile first. So you can see in the middle there, they spawns out 5 of those versions. Ideally, what I want to avoid is having a really strong unit like my HOGGER go on there and then end up getting converted, which would be a total nightmare to deal with. But we're going to go in right now and see if we can overwhelm this boss, dude. Crowbars here. We polymorph that dude down. All right, so we got some stuff going in. I don't know if it's going to be enough to actually destroy him. So let's go in for these elemental. Go cobalt here for that gold vein. I could have used it up there, but I don't think it matters. Okay, cool. The boss goes down. So yeah, with that map, you want to avoid those tiles with like ground units, especially like stronger ones, because they could easily end up going to your opponent and get multiplied. So you don't really want to use like a Tyrion there, for example, because then your opponent will just have 5 Tyrions. So you want to kind of bait it out because it's got like a cooldown. So if you can, you bait it out with like a low health unit like a skeleton or like a kobold, then it kind of wastes that tile. Then once it's on cooldown, they can kind of go through it, or you just use flying units and they won't get affected. So let's go Steed here, get some more arc energy, and then we will choose vultures. Could use a bit more damage. Let's do that one. Cool. There we are. And let's go level 3. And I think we have one more option to choose here. Beast. Let's go beast level silver level. Cool. There we are. Nice. Upgrade complete. Boom. Done. Finished. There we are. So we got some arc energy. Do I have any potential pending upgrades down here? We do. Let's use that new energy we just got to upgrade a few of these troops. We have the Dark Iron Miner getting 1 bonus level. The Living Flame getting another one. Boom, there we go. Living Bomb, sorry. It technically looks like a flame too. But we definitely knew it was alive. Force-Hand Grunts getting an upgrade here. The Chain Lightning. Boom. And then we have the... Oh, nice. We just got to level up. There we go. This is why, even though we don't necessarily use a lot of these troops like in the most of our decks, it's still decent to upgrade them because it grants you that collection level experience, which then basically grants you more experience like from everything that you do. So even though we don't necessarily use them, you are definitely incentivized and rewarded for upgrading your whole collection, which is really cool to see. But that is my HOGGER Cycle army. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to download Warcraft Rumble through the link down below. And if you're fast enough, you can even join my guild. Thanks for watching. Once again, thank you to Blizzard for sponsoring this video.